Hard to imagine these days, but thousands of U.S. troops returned from the Vietnam War without a warm welcome home.
But all that changed this week for nearly 100 veterans from our area who traveled to our nation's capital. Newsline 9's Molly Kowick went along with them, and she joins us in studio with their story.
Mark, Melissa, so many of the veterans I talk with remember the unpopularity of the war in Vietnam and how they were publicly rejected. But on Monday's trip, they were honored in ways they never expected. As the veterans got off the plane in Washington, D.C., a celebration of their service.
Felt wonderful. They're very nice people, and they were all smiling and laughing. It was wonderful. It meant the world.
After the fanfare, first on the agenda, a group photo. The veterans knew they'd be seeing monuments and memorials, but what they didn't expect was the welcoming from complete strangers, including a crew of young Marines.
Thank you for your service. We were just had a great opportunity during PT to thank some veterans. It's always great to kind of see them and see them with tears in their eyes, and they're genuinely appreciative of something just so easy to do.
But all of this recognition isn't what these veterans experienced so many years ago.
I remember when we came back from Vietnam, they were spitting in our faces. They were being shot at, getting off the plane. We were glad to get our uniforms off.
Nobody wanted to have anything to do with us. We were child killers and we killed people, you know, and that was what we did. That's the way they made me feel when they spit at you. You know, we're at war. And we come home and they spit at us.
And while decades have passed and battle wounds healed, for some, scars remain.
Our lives could have been totally different had we been welcomed back the way we were welcomed today. You know, that changed our whole life, you know. So our whole lifestyle has been messed up since 1968.
But in our nation's capital, spontaneous salutes from strangers.
I didn't expect that kind of a welcome. And everybody I saw, you know, was loving saying, thanks for serving.
It's kind of tough, but I love it. I do. I really appreciate the fact that they appreciate what we did.
Changing the outlook for so many who fought for our freedom.
It means a lot to me as a person. It makes me prouder to be an American than I already am.
And giving them closure after all of these years.
It's finally a welcome home. And that's the biggest thing I think has been missing. I needed that 40 years ago, you know. But I got it today, and we're just going to deal with it. We're going to love it.
The welcomes didn't stop when the trip was over. Take a look. The veterans were greeted by more than 1,000 people at Central Wisconsin Airport when they returned home. Now, if you missed any of our honor flight stories from this week, head on over to our website, WAOW.com. In studio, Molly Kowick, Newsline 9.